Here's an insight to how an ex-fat, strong person, yes, I was relatively strong, 260 squat, 150 bench, 275 deadlift, not in competition though, used to eat to recover from strenuous, high-intensity compound workouts. When I say high intensity, I'm definitely not talking about cardio. I'm talking about heavy-ass weight. The way I would eat was I'd wake up, I'd make sure every single meal had some meat in it. I don't really like breakfast foods that much, so no cereal, no toast, none of that shit unless it's a full English. Then I'd have a shit ton of carbs. Normally be along the lines of steak, chicken, tuna, and a ridiculous portion of either carbs, rice, or pasta. So I'd have that for both my lunch and dinner. You see, the thing I've come to realise is when I was fat, I didn't eat that many meals. I just had fucking ginormous meals. Like my old Nando's order, this is going to make you sick. This was back before inflation and it wasn't like £200 to order this. I used to get a whole chicken and 6 sides. Entire chicken, hot, rice, mashed potato, chips, garlic bread, 2 halloumis. Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? So that was when I used to eat out. So standard breakfast, I've never normally used to eat breakfast unless I got hungry in the morning. At the time, I was doing my old job and SPT systems, but I obviously left my old job to do SPT systems full time. I'd have what I said before, the meat, the fuckload of carbs. I'd actually have that twice, I'd have a different variation. And then what I'd do is, sometimes if I got a little bit more hungry on like, a leg day or deadlift day, whatever, I'd have a snack which should normally involve like a toasty or a sandwich or something. Chicken and ham, whatever, not too bad. Sometimes a banana. Still ate my fruit and veg. I just was eating too much of everything else. That'd be 2 meals for the day and maybe a snack. Now, this is where it got bad. Obviously, at the time, still do this now, eat out a lot with my friends. So here's what I used to do. When I used to have dinner, parents used to cook it, my mom or my dad's, whichever house I was at. I used to tell them I'm going out with my friends when I was going out to eat, but I used to tell them I wasn't eating out. So when I came home, I'd have a dinner in the microwave. What I'd do, I'd go out and I'd eat, and then I'd come back and I'd have a second dinner. I thought I was like tapping into this mad life cheat code. It turns out I was just turning into a fat cunt. Not ideal. But anyway, that's how I used to eat. The moral of this story is what I want to take from it is I used to eat like that to try and recover from my workouts. And it kind of did work. But this is where I was missing the fundamentals. You don't need to eat a shit ton to recover. You just need to hit your protein. And obviously if you're bulking, make sure your calories are up there. I was way up there. I was eating like between 3,000 and 4,000 calories per day. I really did not need to. If you work out your calories and hit your protein right, eat the correct amount of fats and carbs in line with your body weight, your goal. If I did that, I could have recovered from those workouts on like 1,000 less calories than I was eating. Because I was being an idiot and being a gluttonous pig, I chose to eat everything. If you also eat like this and you want to make a change but don't really know how to start, I'm dropping the SPT Systems LSR program pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that.